We live in an era where toxicity is something we are all aware of, but it's still hard to see it sometimes, even when these behaviors are right in front of our eyes. So today, we want to talk about these toxic traits and how each sign tries to manipulate you, so you can be aware of it and not fall into their nets. We'll dig into the ways in which each sign will manipulate you into doing what they want you to do, instead of allowing you the free will to do as you please. Starting with Aries. They will pressure you into acting quickly. Aries are impulsive and impatient human beings. They want everything and they want it now. Because of this, they will push you to act as fast as possible in order to have things going their way. If you need time to think about something before arriving at a conclusion, Aries will try to push you to make that choice faster instead. This will probably result in you making a rushed and uneducated choice that you'll regret later. This way, they'll be pushing you to choose what they believe is better. Next, we have Taurus. They will insist until you give up. They will simply win you over by exhaustion. If you don't want to do what a Taurus wants you to do, they will keep insisting nonstop until you agree that their choice is better than yours. This comes from Taurus's stubborn nature. They don't know how to listen to reason, and once something gets into their head, it's really hard to convince them otherwise. They're like a bull, heading straight for the mark without looking to the sides and not caring about what they topple over on their way there. Next, we have Gemini. They will convince you it's the smartest choice. This sign is guided by their logical side. Everything in a Gemini's life goes through their brain first, and because they tend to overthink everything, they always believe that they come to the best possible conclusion. Whatever you're arguing about, they will be sure that their opinion is better and will try to use logic to convince you of the same. Problem is, like all of us, Geminis are just humans that can also make mistakes. So this option won't always be the best one or the one you want to go with. Next, we have Cancer. They will gaslight you into thinking you're being unreasonable. This sign tends to be narcissistic, and Cancers usually think that if you don't follow their lead, then you're doing things wrong. They will manipulate you into believing your dreams are not good enough, your goals are not good enough, your ideas are not good enough. If you don't agree with them, they'll drive you into thinking you're crazy and not being reasonable. While being around this sign, it's usual for one to feel undeserving of great things. You might feel you are rather mediocre. This is how they get away with things always being done according to their needs and not yours. Next, we have Leo. They will convince you to fight for what you deserve. This sounds great, right? Leos have huge self-love and will do their best to convince you that you have to fight for what you want, that you need to value and love yourself. The problem with this is that they will be the ones telling you what is best for you, instead of helping you value yourself for what you desire and who you are. They will push you into their nets by convincing you to do what they want you to do. They will push you to pursue the values they believe are best and to be the version of yourself they want by their side. Next, we have Virgo. They will leave you without further options. Virgos will push hard, but not to convince you to do something, but will rather brainwash you into believing that if you don't do it, they will just do it themselves instead. And trust me, if you don't give in, they probably will. Problem is, if you don't do as Virgos want, they will resent your inaction for the rest of your life. So, in the end, you'll feel like you might as well do it to make them happy. Next, we have Libra. They will make you think it's your idea. Libras are one of the most volatile and indecisive signs, but if there's something they really want, they will find a way for you to do it. But Because Libras are always putting others before them, they will make sure to use reverse psychology and convince you that whatever they want you to do was your idea to begin with. Next, we have Scorpio. They will make you think you owe it to them. Scorpios are the royalty of manipulation and peer pressure. If there's something they want from you, they will make you believe that if you don't do it for them, then you'll owe them forever. Furthermore, if they've ever done anything for you in the past, they will use this against you to convince you that you owe them one, and that way you'll be even. It's a bit of an eye for an eye and a favor for a favor with Scorpios, and they'll use this pressure against you every chance they get. In the end, you'll never be even. You'll always owe them one. Next, we have Sagittarius. They will use courage as their weapon. Have you ever been called a chicken? It was probably a Sagittarius telling you so. They are clever people, even if sometimes a little too intense, which is why they take bravery very seriously. If Sagittarius wants anything from you, they will challenge you to do so. And if you refuse, they will say it because you lack the courage to do so. In short, they'd be calling you a coward and implying that you're not brave enough to take action. Next, we have Capricorn. They will hold your reputation against you. This sign believes a lot in reputation and cares about what others think of them. Because of this, if they want anything from you, they'll try to convince you that it will be good for your reputation. On the contrary, if they don't want you to do something, they will try to tell you that people will look at you differently because of it, and that they will judge you for it. Next, we have Aquarius. They will use freedom as a weapon. If you don't agree with them, then they will claim their freedom of speech allows them to have their own point of view. If you ever try to go against them, then Aquarius will claim you're attacking their freedom of speech too. They will use this to their advantage whenever possible and attempt to convince you to do as they please. Next, we have Pisces. They will attack your humanity. If you don't do as they say, Pisces will make you think you're being cruel, unempathetic, or simply a bad person. They will claim you're being selfish and you only care about yourself. We hope this guide helps you navigate your relationships from now on to have more healthy and wholesome interactions. Don't fall for people's manipulative tendencies. Make sure to let us know if you agree with us in the comments. Have any of these signs used these tactics against you? We'd love to hear your stories. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to get all the updates.